What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. In this video right here, we have creepy conspiracy TikToks that you need to know. Keep in mind, these are conspiracy theories. I'm not backing up everything said in this video as facts, okay?
Is the government hiding an entire civilization from us? The Tartarians are said to be a civilization that unlocked the key to free energy, allowing the Tartarians to advance exponentially, as citizens were allowed to express their creativity freely without the stress of work, leading to many great inventions in grand architecture. However, a powerful organization that controlled the world through the sale of energy had already invested heavily into energy production and lobbied against Tartaria as free energy will essentially take away all the control that they had. This organization tore Tartaria apart and erased them from our history books, making it seem like Tartaria never existed. But if you look carefully, the evidence of Tartaria is still there, in old maps, in architecture around the world that seemed to advance, places like the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China, or even the pyramids in Egypt looked way too advanced to have been built by the respective nations, but collectively, all have similar themes in their design, similar themes aimed at harvesting energy. So,
one thing I can tell you, we all have free energy, especially as a man. Your semen is one of the most important energies that you have within your body, and you got the sun, and you got the plants, and you got the water. We got a lot of free energy.
We're living in the Matrix. Imagine this, you are just about to pass away. You've done everything that you've wanted to do. Then you close your eyes, knowing that your time is up. However, when you open them, you discover that you are not in heaven or hell, but rather in the year 3000. You have received a notification that you have just finished a simulation of the exciting primitive 21st century. You are no longer the age you were when you passed away, but rather 17 years old and ready to play again. It may seem a bit far-fetched, but scientists have stated that this is a very real possibility and that there is almost no chance of existing in the real world. Just consider how far we've come since the first video game was released to games that can now be played entirely in virtual reality. Since everything we experience is simply electrical systems to the brain, what is stopping us from manipulating these signals to enable infrared vision? So,
yeah, I know people who be possessed, bro. I know this spirit, it gets spiritual too, my boy.
So they really been showing y'all through symbolism the whole time. They're not putting this stuff out there for no reason. Even since Thriller days, MJ with the lizard eyes, they've been showing y'all, look.
That is crazy.
They're not gonna show y'all this over and over and over for no reason. Orlando Brown, Dr. Phil.
They do keep showing the lizard eyes for some reason. Do y'all believe in reptilians?
Whoever brings down that balloon doesn't have to learn fraction.
This has never been more relevant.
Careful, children. That's my car. Destroy that balloon.
Tango 14, we're being fired at. I'm getting an exact ID on the bogey now. Iraqis again, launching Sidewinder missile. Missed him. Launching second Sidewinder missile.
Missed him again.
This is what happens when you cut money out of the military and put it into healthcare.
It's a good program. Just give it a chance. That's all I ask.
I don't get it.
Once a queen bee is born, when she reaches the ripe age of about 7 days old, she'll go on a mating flight, and she may go on only 1, possibly 2 mating flights in her entire life. She'll fly out of the hive and she'll go to a drone congregation area, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's an area where there's a bunch of drone male honeybees flying around just waiting for a queen bee to fly by. These drone congregation areas exist about 100 feet in the sky, which is another reason you would never see a male honeybee. But if a queen bee flies by, the fastest, strongest drones win, and the queen will mate with only about 15 to 20 drone bees.
15 to 20? That bee is a hoe! Damn, look at the bees out here dying. 15 to 20?
Queen will mate with only about 15 to 20 drone bees, and she'll have enough sperm to last the rest of her life. And what happens to the male bees is once they mate with the queen, their endophallus rips out of their abdominal cavity and they fall to the ground. And that's the end of their little bee life.
Whoa, so they died during mating.
They died during mating.
What? He really risked it all for the queen bee.
Some of you may be wondering what this dance was about at the Grammys. Sam Smith's dance that he had performed at the Grammys were meant to resemble a lot of satanic or unholy imagery on purpose. This is, of course, just creative expression. This is the way that artists try to push the envelope once in a while. So I'm not blaming him for that per se. However, I do find it really odd, the piece of information I found following this dance. For one, in the beginning of the dance, you can see the 10 women surrounding him forming a satanic circle, or at least what is reminiscent of that. And if you add all the dancers together, including Sam himself, that totals up to 11 dancers. The first thing that comes to my mind are the 11 Satanic Rules of the Earth written by Anton LaVey. If you are interested, you can look it up yourself. Or for those of you who are unfamiliar, Anton LaVey was the original Satanist. He founded the Church of Satan, and he's one of the most famous Satanists that were ever alive.
Yeah.
This doesn't even seem real. Like, how could this one area have so many bones, so many tusks? Like, how many tusks do you have? Mammoth tusks?
We stopped counting.
Thousands?
I have a friend that says I got 10,000 dead woolly mammoth on my ground.
Wow, in 5 acres. That's insane. Why this one area would have so many dead animals? So you dated a few of them, and what were the dates for those few?
They went from as recent as 3,000 years ago to 22,000 years ago.
Wow.
I wonder what happened to mammoths. I wonder why they went extinct. Did they go extinct during the Ice Age?
Things that the government don't want you to know, part 24. There's no point in working a job. In 1933, the government went bankrupt, and they got rid of all of our money. And then they gave us a fiat currency called Federal Reserve Notes. And they also gave us something called a credit system. Since the government is so much in debt to us, they basically offer to pay for everything. Yes, your house, your car, everything's already paid for. Why would you go work for $15 an hour and you work half your shifts for free because they take 50% of your income, when all you really have to do is walk into the bank with a good credit score and they'll give you some imaginary numbers on a plastic card? Make that make sense.
So, this just happened. A hot air balloon with Chinese written over it made its way from Canada all the way down to the Carolinas. Xi Jinping, aka China's president. He claims, no, that's just weather balloon. And this balloon just happens to hover around a place called Doomsday Base. I don't know why they have this in Montana, but apparently they have a lot of shit there. It made its way out of South Carolina, right outside of Myrtle Beach, and that's when we hit him with the JFK. Do you think it was a weather balloon or a Chinese spy invasion?
They'll be out here spying.
Hiram Abiff. This is why the Pope has many colours. When he's dressed in green, he wants to appear to be loving. When he's dressed in red, he wants to scare.
This is the origins of the zodiac, planets, astrology. As above, so below.
People into subjection. When he's dressed in purple, he wants to be the Hiram, a mystic. In blue, he wants to prophesy. In yellow, he wants to be sexual. That's the sacral chakra.
Hey, yo.
Okay? Here we go. I'm getting there. Give me some time. I'm leaving these slides open so you can see how these chakras and their energies work. None of this is evil. None of this is good. This is the demiurge. This is the world of the temporal illusion. It's not evil. It's temporary. That's why it's called, quote unquote, evil and devil do evil. Good is God, minus the O.
Hey, like I said, you don't have to take any information in this video as facts. You do not have to do it. You can just use your own discernment. These are conspiracy theories. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do like it, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you in the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one. Peace.